tomorrow, the Kaieteur News carrying another story where another underage child is saying a government official tell her he gonna knock she in 3 years. But government changed and I was set free. Thank God. How you like that one, right? Government changed in 2015 and she was set free. Is the PPP change to the coalition? If not, auntie, that child would have been going through the same trauma as the other girls. We are also learning how the government officials, how the government officials that take advantage of them poor underage Amerindian girls all over in the interior. The government officials does go through the school system. This one, I couldn't believe to this depth these chaps would go. Going through the school system, uncle, using school officials to get the young girls' phone numbers so they could call them and start grooming them. Oh, the things people do when they get power and money. But let me tell you this, uncle. Let me tell you this, auntie. Nothing goes unpaid. You pay for everything on this earth we live. Everything. Let's wait, let's watch, and we will see them all. I am told today, just before I get on this program, another government minister displaying his private parts to ladies to online. Oh, the things they're doing in this country. The things they're doing in this country. When I look at the photograph, I am like, these people had good. Yeah. Joshua? And all these people got family too, bro. Yep. They got family. Wow. Let me share another story with you guys, uncle, that is on all the media houses in the world and all the social media platforms across the universe. Let's come off the rape issue. That social media and media is from Guyana and on Guyana. This one is on all the social media platforms and all the world news. Every Guyanese by now would have heard about the Titanic that sank 111 years ago. It was the biggest and the best luxury boat ever built by man at that time. On its first trip, first voyage, it hit an ice block, which they call iceberg, break in two and went down to the ocean floor. It had 2,200 and something passengers, all celebrities on board, excluding the crew members. They're not celebrities. Over 1,500 people died. They were able to discover the Titanic 70 years later lying on the ocean floor. And uncle, when you look at it, when you look at the pictures they display online, it looks very beautiful for me. After 12 years, 11 years. In 2021, a US company decided that they will build a submarine to make money, offering an 8-hour tour at a cost of $250,000 US per person. Yes, people who want to go down to the ocean floor to see what the Titanic looks like today. That is the money you got to pay. $250,000 US per person. It's an 8-hour trip. Last Sunday, one tour went down with 5 persons on board. One of them is a British billionaire. 2 other British persons, a father and a son, them two, filthy rich uncle. A 77-year-old Navy commander who went down there 35 times before. And the 5th person, uncle, is the CEO of the company, the boss man. So 5 people. The commander, 77-year-old, the CEO, a father and a son, very rich, and a billionaire, 5 people. Since it went down Sunday morning, they lost contact, and the search began ever since. Every hour, you can turn to any news channel in the world. They are giving you an update. The submarine that they went down with have 96 hours of air, which will run out tomorrow morning. Run out tomorrow morning, Joshua, if not found. You understand? If you don't find it by tomorrow morning, air done with.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? If you never find what happened, then the submarine, hey uncle, if they don't get it by tomorrow morning, all 5 of them will become another tour site when the submarine is found. I am not making laugh. I am not sounding as if I am making a joke, uncle, about this issue. I am sharing this story with you because I want every one of you to know that no matter what position you hold or how much money you have, like that billionaire and that father and son, filthy rich in England, when the man above says he wants you, and how he wants you, he will take you. The billionaire money can't save him. The rich father and son money can't save them too. All the training in the world that Navy commander would have had an experience is of no use. The CEO position of authority is also of no use. It's nothing. It's nothing when they make her ready for you. I must let you guys know. The 96 hours, uncle, ending tomorrow morning. Please don't forget it. And even if they find the submarine, according to reports, it has to come up to shore before they can extract the people out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So what's playing out in my mind, yes, I guess is playing out in yours too. For me, it's only a miracle. And God's miracle, not the PPP or the PNC one, could save them or help them. Only God's miracle could save them. Let's see. Let's see who will do a miracle for Dharam Lall. I'm just kidding. I didn't wake up in a mood to do a program tonight, you know, Joshua. But this girl was named Mortley. Mortley. She said, boss, you can't waste your whole day today doing nothing. So, I said, okay, Miss Mortley. Namaste, uncle and auntie. I did a TikTok to release tomorrow. Let me share what I said in it with you people. Aubrey Norton and a couple of his supporters had a protest yesterday in front of GCOM. And what I saw, man, uncle and auntie had to smile and said, Lord, this is exactly where ExxonMobil want our politicians to focus. It has been playing on my mind since last night. I said, wow. You know, this is where these people want our politicians to stay focused. Uncle, instead of opposition leader Aubrey Norton work on ExxonMobil, forget them back on the renegotiation table so that he can feed this starving nation, including his supporters. He on the streets in the hot midday sun, walking on GCOM chair, Kaieteur Singh. Is this man for real? 65-year-old Ray Daggers walked from Molson Creek in Berbice to Charity on the Essequibo Coast. I walked with him throughout that journey too, protesting that criminal oil contract with Exxon. All this we did to bring awareness to this nation. One would have thought that Aubrey Norton and his crew would have joined that protest to work on Exxon. Instead, he and his crew was nowhere to be seen during that walk. I want to play him. Uncle, so you guys can hear this man walking in the streets and what he's chanting. Could you play it? Yes.
We can walk and say, 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 we can walk and say.
I'm Rachel. I'm Rachel. We gon' work for shit. I'm Rachel. We gon' food new shit. I'm Rachel. We gon' food new shit. I'm Rachel. We gon' work for shit. I'm Rachel.
God really gonna help this country, you know. That's Aubrey Norton you hear in there, you know. Leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition. ExxonMobil reaping, raping and robbing every single living and unborn Guyanese every day of our oil wealth. A set of other foreign companies doing the same thing with our other natural resources. I should have said rich natural resources. And this opposition leader doesn't want to work on that. He wants to work on Kaieteur Singh, a Guyanese. Gosh, uncle. You help me to understand these people that call themselves leaders. And y'all better come alive quickly before 2025. If not, they will skin you one by one alive. Joshua, play back that tape for me, man. That thing.
We can walk and say, 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 we can walk and say.
I'm Rachel.
We gon' walk and say.
I'm Rachel.
We gon' work for shit.
I'm Rachel.
We gon' voodoo shit.
I'm Rachel.
We gon' voodoo shit.
I'm Rachel.
We gon' work for shit.
I'm Rachel.
We can.
Can I breathe a little?
Yes, sir.
Miss Mortley forced me to come to a program. And as soon as I start this program, my throat is getting dry. My ears look like I'm losing it inside. Like I can't believe I am listening to an opposition leader of the richest country on earth per capita, living with the most criminal of an oil contract on earth today. And this man on the street, we walk panche. We go walk panche. Man, uncle and auntie, Aubrey Compton Norton is the opposition leader. Find time to go and walk in front of GCOM with a piece of paper in his hands saying he want clean voters list instead of a clean, neat and reasonable oil contract that can make every Guyanese forget about voting. Uncle, if that contract change, even Aubrey Norton wouldn't want to be president with the amount of money that will come his way and every single Guyanese way. But that's not on his agenda to work on that. He only wants to work panche to get a clean voters list, hoping to get you to vote for him. So when he go in there, he go call back Exxon to the table and ask for more royalties within the first 50 days if he get in there. Oh, brother. Oh. When them had the oil conference last year at the Marriott, uncle and auntie, I called on Aubrey Norton to join us in a protest so that we could have used that forum. Thank you, Miss Mortley. We could have used that forum to bring awareness to this lopsided contract we have with the international people who are attending the oil conference. You know what Aubrey Norton told me? I can't make it, Glenn. I have to go in the interior. I already made arrangements to meet with some people. I did ask him, meeting a few people, is it more important than showcasing to the world this contract we have here, Norton? He said, man, he can't cancel. I cut the phone off and said to myself, Glenn Lall, God be with Guyana, with leaders like these people. I don't believe he went anywhere. It's just that he didn't want to join a protest against the oil companies. And I also believe Aubrey Norton will never join any protests, ever, ever, or whatsoever, to do with renegotiation of that oil contract. Don't ask me why. By now, every one of you know where Norton, President Ali and Jagdeo stand with renegotiation of Exxon contract. Who's walking? Oh, he walking Panche. He gonna walk Panche. Uncle and auntie, they can like me, they can love me, or they can hate me. I will continue this fight until we get them to do what is right for all of us, or I will continue this fight to get them out of there, to save Guyana and all of us. And of course, it got to be before 2025, because I don't intend to be buried alive before 2025 by ExxonMobil, Bharat, Jagdeo, or Norton. This country got to come to a standstill. I tell you, Monday to pick a date. Julius Malema did it in South Africa. Just March gone. Them did it in Kenya. Them did it in many other African countries on March 20th gone. Together, uncle. Together, auntie, me and you can do it here. If they don't want to come on the feet, man, let's bring them to their knees and out the door. Meaning, let's get rid of them out of Guyana too, man. Not only out of power, out of opposition and government, get them out of Guyana. If they can't do what is right for us with ExxonMobil. Uncle, during that same protest yesterday, while walking on Claret Singh, my reporter was walking on he. My reporter asked him a question about oil. I want to listen to what he tell the young man. You have it. Play it for them.
I heard you mention bad governance of the oil sector, and Kaieteur News is big on the oil sector. The Vice President, while campaigning in opposition, he was caught on record saying that he would have renegotiated the deal if elected into government. He has backpedaled now that he's in government, and people are beginning to suspect that there might be some corrupt practices going on there. What is your take on this, and will you protest against this government decision to backpedal on its promise to renegotiate the contract?
Well, I don't know if I would protest on the government's backpedaling. I protest on the bad management of the sector. I have already said on numerous occasions, the contract provides for us to engage ExxonMobil, its subsidiary here, and we in government will utilize that to ensure we get the benefits the people of Guyana need. For me, it is not so much all of the optics about making noise about oil and gas. For me, it is doing the things to ensure our people benefit from oil and gas. And if it demands, and I do think it will demand, us sitting with ExxonMobil and ensuring we iron out the contract so that we have an arrangement that allows Exxon to benefit from an investment, but also ensure that the people of Guyana benefit significantly.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
He doesn't know if he would protest on the government backpedaling from renegotiating the contract. But he will protest for bad management of the sector. You see how all of them running away and ducking from renegotiating this criminal contract, uncle? I better come alive. Otherwise, they will skin you alive before 2025. Then he said the contract provides for engagement with the oil company and we in government, if they get in, will utilize that to get the benefits that the people of Guyana, the people need. What you getting here? Uncle and auntie? Is what y'all getting here. Nothing. You utilizing benefit to get nothing? Auntie and uncle, you have to renegotiate that contract to get something for the people. Wait, man, I not see these people are buried. Are you alive? They are not murdering you and then burying you. You're being buried alive. Norton went on to say, he's not about the optics and making noise about oil and gas, for he is doing the things to ensure our people benefit from oil and gas. Are you telling me to God Almighty, what is there to benefit? And if it demand, yes, if it demand, we sitting with Exxon and ensure we iron out the contract so that Exxon can benefit, but also ensure that the people of this country benefit. You know, Joshua, if you ask me what this man means or what he's saying there, uncle and auntie, I am sorry, I really don't know. But I am happy to play him back for you people to hear him. Because I get confused myself listening to these people. Please play him back, man.
I heard you mention bad governance of the oil sector, and Kaieteur News is big on the oil sector. The Vice President, while campaigning in opposition, he was caught on record saying that he would have renegotiated the deal if elected into government. He has backpedaled now that he's in government, and people are beginning to suspect that there might be some corrupt practices going on there. What is your take on this, and will this be will you protest against this government decision to backpedal on its promise to renegotiate the contract?
Well, I don't know if I would protest on the government's backpedaling. I protest on the bad management of the sector. I've already said on numerous occasions, the contract provides for us to engage ExxonMobil, its subsidiary here, and we in government will utilize that to ensure we get the benefits the people of Guyana need. For me, it is not so much all of the optics about making noise about oil and gas. For me, it is doing the things to ensure our people benefit from oil and gas. And if it demands, and I do think it will demand, us sitting with ExxonMobil and ensuring we iron out the contract so that we have an arrangement that allows Exxon to benefit from an investment, but also ensure that the people of Guyana benefit significantly.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. I don't know if I really don't know. I really don't know where these people stand with this oil contract. Uncle, he said the contract provide for engagement. Yes, he's correct on that one. It provides for renegotiation too, Mr. Norton. Not only engagement. It provides for renegotiation too, brother. The most important thing, how come that word doesn't come out of your mouth or Jagdev's mouth? So you know what I mean, uncle? If y'all don't come out before 2025 and do something for yourselves, you will all be buried alive before 2025 with the speed in which they are approving these projects. And notice they're bringing some pipe. Not 1 foot pipe now. 2 and 3 feet pipe for suck out oil out there. Man, uncle, I keep telling you this thing, you know. I keep telling you this thing and you're not hearing me. The politicians of this country is saying nothing, is doing nothing with all this wealth we have. And that oil will finish before I wake up in the morning. And nobody's saying or doing anything. Wow. Aubrey Norton say he gonna walk bang Claudette sing. Like if Claudette gonna give her a good life. Look at this. Today Kaieteur News. 9.8 billion American dollars. That is more than 3 years of Guyana's budget. 3 years of Guyana budget oil pump in 2022. Guyana get 1.4 billion. Not even 1/3 of 1 year budget. And the oil company walk away with 8.4 billion. Oh man. Are you wake up to what we are showing you people now, man? Please, I am begging you. Let we come out on the street and walk on them. Instead, them walk on Claudette. If you ask President Ali, where that 1.4 billion US there, or how it's spent or where it's spent, it's only he and God know. And that is what Norton said. He gonna protest for bad management. He gonna protest for a couple pennies rather than protest for the billions the oil companies taking out. He a protest for bad management. He now protests for the 8.4 the oil company them taking out, leaving 1.4 for Guyana. I don't want to give these people a round of applause, man. Huh? I could hear you through the radio. I give them a smile too. They're doing a great job. Oh boy. The government put out a draft copy of the new oil law yesterday that they want to bring into law for the 14 new oil blocks. Well, not a drop of oil has been found inside so far. You hear me? This new oil law, yes, will take care of the 10% royalty and the 10% taxes and so on. This new oil law, I tell you already, it will not affect ExxonMobil. The block that ExxonMobil has. So, that draft document to put the law into place is in the open. Yes, it's shared to the public for all of us to have a say. I want to know if Aubrey Norton is going to contribute in making a strong oil law for this country, or if he can criticize it after the law passed by the PPP. Let's wait and see. Because this is what they're good at. Nobody wants to contribute in making anything good, but they're ready to criticize and cost down. Yes, they like to play this race and this party game with our African, Indian, Amerindian, and all the rest of Guyanese who are in this country. It's just race and party. They're ready for abuse down and cuss down about. Both sides. Let's see what will happen. Tomorrow we are carrying a story pointing out that this document gives the minister, yes, the finance minister, tremendous power to waive the royalty. I don't know since when any law can give a minister that kind of power to tell oil companies when to pay, how much to pay, or if to pay. But that is part of the new draft document for this new oil law. You hear that, Josh? Yeah. Let's wait and see if and what they will do with that part. Like I said, it's a draft. It's not law as yet. And more stories to come on this, come out from this draft document. I don't know if I make it simple there. I make it simple? Yeah. Good, thank you. Mm-hmm. I just want to share some story headlines from the Kaieteur News, which we reported about a week and a half ago, in which Norton, Ramjatan, President Ali, Bharat Jagdeo, or any of the 65 member parliaments saw fit to respond to. 2 billion US guarantee for oil spill is like a drop in the bucket, because oil spill cost all over the world, yes, in the tens of billions of US. We carried a story a few days back. Have we gotten a response from the government or opposition? None. None. Jagdeo said he's not worried that the 40 billion oil projects will be too much for Guyana to monitor and deal with. He just approving and approving more and more projects. Did the opposition say anything? No, uncle. No, auntie. Not a word. So Exxon would be given more projects and there will be no Guyanese to monitor anything. So Guyana has become a free-for-all. Take what you want and do what you want. Yes. And if you feel like pelting some dog food at the Guyanese, yes, the dogs will accept it. Imagine, uncle, you and your family can monitor one mango tree in your yard to see what the man doing to you. And you, dad, is saying he's not concerned about that. And the mommy, who's the opposition mouth sealed. You understand what I said, Josh? Jagdev say he's not worried that we can monitor all these projects. You understand? Yep. So then the people can come and do what they want. Yep. And they're doing what they want right now. Precisely. And the opposition silent. That's how what Norton said. He gonna ensure that he work on the government to manage the sector right. Next, let's go on. The UK government said them oil and gas tax will remain at 75% for the next 5 years. And with that in place, uncle, within 1 year, them revenue will raise 3.5 billion US. Did we hear from our government or our opposition anything after reading that headline? Nada. Nada. Nothing. Them settling for zero taxes. Every other country's raised their taxes except Guyana. And nobody protesting or nobody working punchy on that or working on them on that. Next, uncle. 7 years since we find oil. And Guyanese have to depend on oil companies instead of our government and opposition for present and projected expenses in the Stabroek Block with ExxonMobil. You hear that, Joshua? All these are just some of the headlines we carry. Yeah. You understand? Over the last week and a half. That you just can't leave them down. There are thousands of stories. So I said, let me don't get into the detail. Let me just give you guys the headline with a little 2-line synopsis. You hear what I said there, uncle? Guyanese have to depend on oil company to tell we about their present expenses and the projected expenses in Exxon. Did Jagdev respond to this? Nada. Did Norton open him out on this? Nada. Correct. Thank you. So we doing a partner business with Exxon and we have to depend on Exxon to show we the expenses. Whatever they show we and whatever they tell we, yes, whatever they show we they spend and whatever they tell we they gonna spend. We leaders don't tell us nothing. Absolutely nothing. How you like that one, Josh? And you have our 50-50 partnership business. One a work pan she and the other one a work pan we rather than work pan Exxon. Jagdev busy selling out the Marriott were making money to feed we, but not busy behind the oil. He ain't busy behind the gold, the diamond, and the timber companies that can make us rich, richer than Dubai overnight. He not working panda, while the other one still working punchy. Claret Singh. When I see what these people are doing every day here, they only looking out for their pockets, uncle and auntie, and what they see ahead for them and them families, nothing else. They don't care about you. None of you. Them only care about themselves. Oh, when are you going to wake up? President Ali went and commissioned a World Bank loan school. Commissioned a World Bank loan school at Good Hope on the east coast of Demerara this afternoon. The World Bank official present there, man, was very proud to say, we are here to help you get education. Exactly. Robbing Guyana with loans and telling us they're proud to help us. After the ceremony, my reporter asked President Ali a few questions. And he told her, I should say, my reporter tried to ask President Ali a few questions. And he told her he's late for another engagement. So he took no questions. He did tell her he will hold a press conference when he comes back from overseas. I don't know where he's going again. I don't know if he's going to find more loans or beg for more loans anywhere. But he said when he come back from overseas. So let's wait and see when he come back from overseas if he will hold a press conference. Wow. Oh. I see 2 days ago, Stabrook News carried an editorial talking about President Ali missing in action. No press conferences. Are you doing good, eh? Are you doing a beautiful thing in this land? One not holding press conference and one a walk panche in the streets rather than walk pan exon. I am told Jagdale sit down today with a clung to talk to Guyana again. And that was this afternoon. I barely walked in and catch the last part of what he said. And I asked them to play it. You got it there? Could you please play it? This is the end.
Need to make sure that people have all the make sure that people have all the information. I just wish that this country and more people made the decisions based on information. And I don't know how we're going to get it over to people that these lies, that they just harm you. Because if you believe that, you'll believe anything. It is a strange thing for me. So maybe we'll think a bit more about that and come back to it. I hope that the people in social media, those who are looking at us, they help. This is a national task to expose the lies. To expose the lies.
Lies harm you. Lies harm you, uncle. Oh, brother. He said we need to make sure that people get all the information. He wished that this country and more people make decisions based on information. And he don't know how he can get it over to people that these lies just harm you. And he hoping that social media going to help him to expose the lies. This man running every day to sit down with clowns, running away from dealing with bread and butter issues, with the real media people, and then accusing people of telling lies. He's shameful call the name. But it's Kaieteur News, Stabrook News, and the other private media houses he's talking about. That we must make decisions based on information. And he's hiding with all the information. Oh, uncle, oh. Let's see tomorrow when he has his press conference, what questions he will answer and how he will answer them. The whole country know. He promised to come back. Yes, come back the next week on my radio program. Y'all heard him. I now resort to offering him $1 million for an hour. He's still not coming. But he's finding time to go sit down hours on other radio stations and with clowns. One of my oil reporter, let me repeat it. since December 2020. He promised her a one-on-one interview. The amount of excuse he make, one after the other. The girl tired texting him. She stopped asking him. These are the people that you're staining your fingers for. Oh, uncle. You better come alive. You better come alive. And do it quickly before 2025. If not, they're going to skin you alive. One by one. We have to get this contract changed. Joshua, I am not going to say anything no more.